When we first arrived here, our architect said to us, "We are reawakening an old lady who's been asleep for a long time. We need to reawaken her slowly." And it really said to us, this journey is going to take a lot of patience, it's going to take time, but through that patience and through that time, you're going to be rewarded. I'm Felicity.
I'm Tim, and we're two Australians who are the owners of the magnificent Château de Purnon. The first time we saw Château de Purnon, it was in such an advanced state of disrepair, but we fell in love with the chateau immediately, and we knew that it was on the verge of being lost forever, and it was our dream to see if we could save this magnificent estate. Château de Purnon was finished the year before the outbreak of the French Revolution, so it was a terrible time to be an aristocratic family building a grand chateau here in France. The Marquis himself fled abroad to fight with the counter-revolutionary forces seeking to overturn the French Revolution, and his wife, the Marquise, was left here to defend the chateau, and thankfully she was able to do so. But over the last century or so, the chateau started to fall into disrepair. It was neglected by multiple generations, and when we found her in 2020, she was really on the verge of being lost altogether. The estate itself is just set in the most beautiful natural setting.
And it's a vast domain, so it's not just the chateau itself. We have 18 outbuildings in various stages of decay.
And the chateau itself has 105 different rooms, and so restoring and protecting it is really a massive responsibility.
In French, there's this beautiful saying, "Il reste dans son jus," and it means that something's in its original state. That's been part of the beauty of the journey of saving Purnon, is that she was in her original condition. She was in her original juices, "Il reste dans son jus," and it meant that for us, little had changed over 2.5 centuries. So for us to do a historic restoration rather than a renovation project, everything was sitting here waiting to be discovered. A lot of our discoveries have been around 18th century wallpapers that are hidden under more recent layers of wallpapers, these incredible designs and motifs that would have been lost forever had we not undertaken the journey to find them and save them. And so a lot of the work that we do is work that takes time and takes patience to ensure that everything that we do is as historically accurate as possible.
My favourite thing we found hidden in this volume here, and I was just flicking through it and I started to come upon them, and they're these dried leaves, and etched into them are these remarkable little scenes, these vignettes. So they must have dried the leaves and then carefully deboned them with the image sitting underneath, and it just shows the most remarkable craftsmanship. And it just seems to us amazing that someone created these beautiful little works of art from leaves that would have fallen from trees in our woods, in our forest. And then they sat here in this book for probably 150 years before we rediscovered them a few months ago.
Some of our biggest challenges have been about getting modern conveniences into a heritage listed building, and that includes all the plumbing and electricity and services that had previously never been in the building. They required an enormous amount of planning because we can't run pipes or electrical leads through that are visible, and so they need to be hidden into these old walls. And before we could start any work on the interiors, we had to do an electrical and plumbing plan for the entire chateau, so for the 105 rooms, and make sure that everything that we were doing now was provisioning for the future. But now when we start the work on the restoration of the interiors, it means that we have all these services ready to go. It's making the restoration of the interiors now a lot easier. In terms of choosing the architectural details, we're introducing features to a room that have never been there before. So of course these rooms in the 18th century didn't have electricity, they didn't have light switches, they didn't have power sockets. And so when we look at introducing these elements, we need to ensure that we use products that sit beautifully into the old bones of the chateau and that age beautifully over time as well. And this is the reason that we have chosen to work with Corston products. They just sit so beautifully into the old bones of the chateau. We use a lot the light switches that have the transparent plates, and this allows the beautiful wallpapers to really shine through. So in the 18th century, all the skirting boards in the rooms of the chateau were painted matte black. And so we love the matte finish of the bronze power sockets. It just sits perfectly into the skirting boards with the matte black. So they are a product that we really love.
And so we put them back, perhaps so someone else can discover them in another 100 years.